And this nigga gonna tell me, don't call her no bitch. Y'all, when I tell you I wanted to put my fucking hands on this nigga, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I was putting my hands on him. Alright, what's up, gang? You back in the cup with your girl, Yaya. Obviously, TJ is not here. But yeah, I'ma be doing a little story time for you guys today. I see that you guys had liked my other story times, and I've been saying that I was gonna do this story time for the longest, but I never ended up doing it. But I'm doing it now, so that's all that matters. But don't mind me, I got my pajamas on, because after this I'm about to lay down and go to sleep because I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. But also, don't mind in the background, you gonna hear like my air conditioner, because if I do not have like my air conditioner on here, y'all gonna see bullets sweating down my face. Anybody that know me, any of my friends, know how hot my room be if I don't have on my air conditioner. So just bear with me. Yeah, so before we get into this video, I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, put your phones up. Y'all know that. If y'all new to the channel, thank you for coming to my channel. It means so much to me. So no, but no, it really do mean a lot to me, because I mean, you don't have to, but you here and you watching me, and I appreciate that. So thanks for showing all of the love, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you could be reminded every time I post a new video, so you don't have to be like, dang, did she post a new video? You get the notification right to your phone. So yeah, now I'm about to get into the video. Oh, also I have some hook and reel. I just got like a little I just got a couple crab legs left, some shrimp, egg, potato, and corn. It was just like what I had left from yesterday. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do a little mukbang story time and call it a day. But yeah, so and then I got some little water or whatever. But yeah, hold on, I had to get my scissors just in case I can't open these. But yeah, so today's story time, obviously y'all know by the title, but it's gonna be about another time that I got played by my ex-boyfriend. Y'all, I'm always getting played, like on this some chicken, but I'm always getting played. It never fucking fails. It's just like, do I gotta be a thought? Say no, I'm not about to be no thought, but it's like, dang, like I feel like good girls and good guys always win last. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, so let me see how I'm gonna start out this story. So basically, when I was in college, just another college one, y'all. But yeah, when I was in college or whatever, I had met this dude right after that last dude that I did the story time about. I just got played back to back. Like, it doesn't make no sense to me. Oh, and by the way, they did their thing with this. But so after I had stopped talking to that other dude, well, I kind of was like at the end of like not really talking to him. I had met my ex, and we started like kicking it and vibing and shit like that. That good stuff. I mean, all that good stuff, hanging out and stuff like that. And we were just cool and stuff at first. And then, like, you know, as time went on and stuff, we started really like fucking with each other and all that good stuff. So that's how we had ended up meeting. We actually had met at my job. Niggas love bitches at their job. Psych no, but nah, I ain't even say no psych no, but and so we had met at the job. That's how we had met or whatever. And you know, everything was going straight and all that. We had a lot of like complications throughout the time of us like talking and fucking with each other and all that stuff. We had a lot of ex issues on his behalf. It was a lot, and it actually was very annoying. But I don't know, I guess I really liked him, and I guess I really wanted to fuck with him, so we continued to fuck with each other or whatever. So I'm not gonna get into like every little thing we went through and stuff like that. I'm gonna just basically give y'all the story time of like the last final thing that like made it be like, all right, no. So we were always like it was good in the beginning and stuff like that. Well, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It was a lot. I went through a lot with this man. It was like on and off. So from the beginning, it was like on and off, on and off. And I should have knew from then, but you know, I was young, and I guess I really liked him and all that stuff. So I basically kept dealing with the bullshit. So, well, I'm not gonna say all of it was bullshit, but a lot of it was. So basically, we was fucking with each other, and everything was going okay. We'd have our good days, we'd have our bad days. We'd break up, we'd get back together. Y'all know how that shit go. So he was always like getting caught up doing shit. He would always think he would catch me up doing some shit, but I really honestly was never doing nothing. Like, I never like cheated on this man. I never like had him fucked up on none of that. One time when we did break up, I was texting another nigga because I started not giving a fuck at that point, and he used to be doing this shit. So I was like, the fuck? But we had ended up getting back together after that anyways. But anyway, so basically, like I said, ups and downs. And he will always like get caught like texting girls. He will always have excuses for it. Like, he'd be texting his exes, and he was doing dumb shit. Like, what tip is you on? And them always getting caught and shit. It just didn't make no sense to me. So like, I was getting fed up, because here I am being good to this dude, you know, doing everything a girlfriend's supposed to do and all this stuff, and he just still was just like kept trying to play me. Like, I really didn't understand. And then he started to like be super mean. Like, you know when somebody don't really like you no more once they start like being mean. He was like the sweetest. Like, when I first met him, that's what really like made me like him and stuff. He was really sweet, a gentleman, like all that good stuff. So I was just confused once he started to just be like super mean to me. So he was like, I'm gonna just give y'all an I can't even talk. I'm gonna give y'all an something
that you
I'm gonna give y'all some examples of how he used to be like being mean. Like, he'd just say like certain stuff to me, and if you watching this video, nobody gotta lie on you. And I don't know if you may feel as though like you didn't do these things, but this is from my perspective and how I felt, how things went. So nobody's trying to bash you, nobody's trying to do anything. I'm not even gonna put your name in here, but yeah. So like, he would just like say, like, when we would get into it, I remember him saying one time like, oh, you trying to be a social worker, like that's funny. Like, he said something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was saying like basically like talking about me, because you know I was going to school to be a social worker when I was with him or whatever, and he would like say little like things like that. Like, you know how us girls, we cry babies and shit. So like, when we get into arguments, I would cry. Like, he would be like, what are you crying for? Like, he just started to get to that type of like mean. Like, he didn't really care. Like, he'd try to make it seem like he cared, but knowing he really didn't, knowing he was still messing around with other girls and stuff like that. And then like towards the end, where it really like got bad, like, he would literally like go outside to talk to another girl. Like, that disrespectful. So like, I would like catch him up and stuff. I remember this one time he was like, what did he say? He was like, he had went outside, and I know he went outside to go talk to a girl, whatever. When he came back in, I'm like, I think I was like, oh, you talked to, I said something, I can't remember, y'all, because it was so long ago. But I think I was like, yeah, that bitch. I said something like that, you know, calling that girl like her name. I didn't know who the girl was, but I was just, you know how us females be like, yeah, that bitch or whatever. And this nigga gonna tell me, don't call her no bitch. Y'all, when I tell you I wanted to put my fucking hands on this nigga, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I was putting my hands on niggas' hands. No, but yeah, like, so that's how I knew. Like, I'm like, I was like, whoever this girl is, you must like her, because how are you my nigga? Mind you, y'all, we live together, everything, and you over here taking up for another girl, basically telling me not to call her a bitch. Like, and then he would always try to play it off like it's not like that. And I think he was telling me like it was a co-worker at his job or something like that. Like, I forgot, y'all. It was so long ago. I'm trying to remember the story, but basically, yeah, he just was like terrible. Like, once he was type like, once he didn't give a fuck, he didn't give a fuck, and he would like go out and wouldn't like come back. I remember this one time he had caught the flu or whatever, and I had went with him to the doctor, was there for him, like was taking care of him, even though like I could have still got sick and everything, like making sure the house is clean, to like disinfect everything, you know, to nurse him back to health and everything. And I ended up getting sick. I had ended up going to the urgent care, but I didn't have the flu. I had like just got like a cold, like, I guess from like being around him or whatever. And like he didn't even like care. Like, when I had told him that I was going to urgent care, he was going to a party. Like, he wasn't checking up on me. We was arguing the whole time. And then like he said that he was going to a party, mind you. He went to a party and then turned around and went to another party, like never came back to like check up on me, make sure I was good. And I was really like nursing this man back to health and everything. Like, more of the story, I just wasn't getting the same in response. And I could just tell that like obviously his attention was somewhere else, and he fucked with somebody else and all that stuff. But he will always like try to make it seem like he wasn't. But I'm not done. Like, quit playing with me. So this one day, I don't know, did we get into it? But he was trying to say that he was going over his man's house to go chill with him. But I'm like, I'm not fucking done. You're not going over your man's house or whatever. So he claimed this whole time that he went over his man's house to go chill and whatever. Didn't even come back to the next fucking morning. Like, come on, quit fucking playing with me. Like, you lying, bro. Like, no, more of the story, he was fucking lying. And how did I know he was lying is because I was talking to his friend. We was like texting and stuff. And he basically had, I had basically asked him like, yeah, was your man's over your house last night? And he said no. Your own man's just threw you under the bus, son. So when he told me, yeah, we wasn't in the same room. Like, we was sleeping in like separate rooms. Like, that's how much I could not stand that nigga at this point, because he was just being so blatantly disrespectful, blatant that he didn't care about me, blatant that whoever this bitch was, he wanted to fuck with her so bad over me, or whatever the case may be. So when I went in there, I was like going off, like calling him all his name. I was being so disrespectful, because at that point I didn't give a fuck. So I was going off on him, and he just was like acting dumb, like, what, why is you waking me up? Like, did not give no fucks. Then he was mad at his mans, I guess, because his mans told me. But hey, his mans knew I was a good ass girl. He like, what tip is you on, bro? Like, you about to run something for another bitch and you got it good? Like, you tripping. So yeah, that was that. So after that, I just knew, I'm like, he most definitely went to go see a bitch, and it's confirmed, and he got me fucked up. So this is like where I'm about to get into, where like basically it was like over and done. So it was his birthday coming up. Mind you, he was doing all this stuff to me, being so mean to me. He would always be saying what I wasn't doing for him and trying to compare me to his ex. Like, he was one of them type of niggas. Saying all this stuff, but I guess he was trying to say it just because he wanted me to like get the fuck on. But like, I really love that nigga, and I was like trying to make it work. So like, when he would like tell me like things that I can work on, or like, or I'm not doing this, I would try to fix it. And I think that was like probably annoying him even more, because I think he was really trying to get rid of me, and I was like really trying to like fix the relationship. And he like Like, bro, I ain't trying to fix the relationship, basically. So, so his birthday was coming up or whatever. Mind you, all that stuff he had did to me, I still, like, went and, like, got him something for his birthday. He, I had, like, he had wanted to have a party, a little booth at Club Echelon on the east side. So, I was like, okay. I had got the little booth for him and everything. You know, still trying to be a supportive girlfriend or whatever. Clearly, in his eyes, we wasn't together, but I don't fucking know. I was just basically trying to be supportive and stuff like that for his birthday. So, did that. Got him his little stuff for his birthday. I remember, was it the day of his birthday? I think it was the day or the day before his birthday. I can't remember. I had got him stuff. I had like balloons. I had got him an outfit. I forgot. I got him some stuff, some cologne, shit like that. And when he came in, he walked in and like basically like went to the other room and was like just sitting on his phone. I'm like, I got you some stuff and stuff like that. He like, oh, I'm gonna come. Like, he wasn't even like excited at the fact that I had got him something for his birthday. Like, I know he had went in the other room to probably go talk to another bitch or text his bitch or whatever. But I think we ended up having a cool day that day. I don't think we like really got to it. I don't remember. So I can't remember if that was the same. No, it wasn't the same day as his birthday, because the day of the party, I think it was his birthday, but I don't know if his party was the day of his birthday. I think it was the next day. So we wake up the morning of his party or whatever, and he like, you want to go come with me to go get my haircut? So I'm like, yeah. So we go or whatever, and on the way there, he like, out of the blue, like, I don't think it's a good idea for you to come. Excuse me? Come where? To the shit I paid for? Oh, I'm coming. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. You sound dumb as hell. So he like, I just don't think it's a good idea for you to come. Blase split. So I'm like, now I'm like confused, like, where's this coming from and why? So he's trying to give me the runaround. He don't want to tell me the reason why. So I'm over here trying to like guess, like, oh, is it because like I said, we would like break up and like, get back together, and I feel like he was the type of nigga that'll go talk about you to other people. So I'm like, did you talk about me to your family, and since your family gonna be there, like, what, you don't want me to be around your family? Like, what is it? Yo, he all like, no, that's not it. Then what the fuck is it at this point? 'Cause now you pissing me off. So he like, we could talk about it after I finish get my haircut or whatever, because we was pulling up to the barbershop. So while he was in there, I think I had called his friend, the one that had put me hip the last time. And, he basically just was like, I don't know what tip he was on. I know he knew what tip he was on. He just probably didn't want to put me hip because his friend was mad at him from the last time he put me hip. So he was just like, you know, that's crazy. Like, how he gonna tell you can't come now? And I'm like, you know, do you know the reason? He like, no, he knew the fucking reason or whatever. So I'm like, it don't matter what the fuck the reason is, I'm still coming. The fuck? Like, you got me fucked up. So he get back in the car or whatever. So I'm asking him still like, so what's tea? Because at this point, you about to get beat the fuck up. Because are you dumb or are you stupid? So now I'm all like, you know, it gotta be a female. Like, you can't even give me a reason, because if it was a legitimate reason, you would have told me. Like, you legit don't have no type of reason. You keep like trying to beat around the bush. I'm like, it gotta be a bitch, because you're not just about to say that. So he want to keep denying that it wasn't no girl. I'm like, if it's not a girl, then why can't you tell me? How he's telling me I'm gonna ruin his birthday, all this type of stuff, like just talking crazy to me. So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt as fuck, because I'm like, nigga, I just did all this stuff for you for your birthday. I've been a good girl to you the whole entire time. You already keep trying to hold me, and then you gonna try to super hold me on your birthday and tell me I can't come to some shit I paid for? Nah, bro, I ain't going out like that. So he was like, we get back to the house, we arguing, I'm crying, all that extra shit, you know. He still beating around the bush, don't really want to tell me. He trying to leave. He like, I got stuff to do, you know, it's the day of my party and I got stuff to do and all this stuff. Like, boy, you don't even got that much to do. It's at a fucking club. Shut the fuck up. So I really wasn't trying to let him leave, because I'm like, no, we need to have this conversation at this point. So I think we still arguing all that shit, and I ended up just letting him leave or whatever. So I go, he like, I just call you or whatever. So when he had left or whatever, he did end up calling me on the phone, like, for us to continue to talk about it. So I'm still basically like hounding him to like tell me what the fuck it is, because at this point you got me fucked up. So he just not, like, literally not want to tell me. Still beating around the bush. I'm like, alright, so at this point you be claiming you a real nigga and all this stuff. Like, just tell the truth, like, at this point, because like, you too grown to be acting like that. So I'm like, is it another girl coming? Is that why you don't want me to come? I think that's what I said. He was like, yeah. And I was like, so you basically picking her over me to come to your party? He said, yeah, kinda. Bet, bitch, I'm about to get it back in blood. And at this point, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I'm like, alright, bet, that's all you have to say. So we got off the phone or whatever. And I went to my friend's house. I was going to get my hair done because I was going, like I said I was. So I had ended up getting dressed. I had told my cousin and one of my other friends to come with me. This case we had to beat some bitches' asses. Like, I didn't go in there for that type of time, but you know, if we had to get on that type of time, then it was gonna be what it was gonna be. So we go to the party or whatever. So I see his friend and stuff. I'm talking to his friend. Mind you, I was talking to his friend too. And his bitch is the same bitch that told me when she was gonna see me, she was gonna beat my ass. Bitch didn't do shit. Alright, y'all Ann Arbor Ipsy hoes is fucking weird. Like, man, I got a whole nother story on all that shit. But just know them hoes are weird. But anyway, bitch ain't do nothing. But bitch, I'm not worried about you. I want to see who the bitch is. Because at this point, he has me fucked up. Bitch said it was on site. Never nothing. So I wasn't even worried about her. And I was still talking to her whole nigga in front of her face. Like, bitch, you not about none of that shit. But anyways, off her. So we ended up going into the line or whatever, you know, to get in the club. So I'm like looking out, making sure, like, I don't like see him and stuff. Ouch. So we in the line or whatever, and I end up seeing him like talking to somebody kind of like at the front of the line. I was kind of like in the middle of the line. So I see him like, I don't know if he was like walking down the line trying to see like who was there and stuff. So when he was walking down, he didn't see me. Like, I was like kind of like over to the side. So when he walked like basically towards where I was at, I hurried up and like walked in front of him and was like, hey, you know this nigga gonna say something. Oh my god, like he was annoyed as fuck. Like, I said, oh, you thought I wasn't coming? I said, where's the bitch at? Where's your bitch at? I want to meet her. Where is she at? I want to meet this bitch where we have the same nigga. Because clearly you have two bitches at this point. You are our nigga. So I want to meet her. I want to meet sis. So he like, bro, you doing too much. Move, watch out. So he all like running away and shit. So I'm like, not about to chase you. I'm in the line. So he go on. What do we do? It's okay, boo. I'll see you in the club. In the booth. So, oops. So, I go in there. All his like family and stuff in there. You know, I say, hey, but you could tell already that, I don't know if he already put them hip or whatever the case. He probably was like, yeah, I told her not to come. She came. He probably was saying some shit like that. So when I came, they was already looking like, you know, like, hey, like, type shit. I'm like, hey, like, the fuck, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All this shit y'all sitting on is some shit I fucking reserve for my motherfucking money. So I don't give a fuck about none of y'all looking crazy. And that's on period. Because ain't none of y'all gonna do shit anyways. So he like came over and was sitting in the booth, but not really, like he wasn't like by me or nothing. And he kept like walking off and stuff. So yeah, so me having a good time. Me, my cousin, my friend, we getting drinks, we having a good time, all that good shit. So I honestly don't know why he thought I wasn't coming. Like, I don't know why the fuck you thought that. So we in that bitch, we vibing and stuff. So nothing ever popped off while we was in the club. Everybody had a good time. He probably didn't. Well, he claimed that that was the worst birthday ever, but I was having a good time. It didn't have to be your worst birthday ever. Should never said I couldn't come. So we dancing on the dance floor, all that good shit. He obviously, he wasn't talking to me. He was like avoiding me. But I wasn't really checking for him. Like I said, I was gonna be there, and that's where I was. And I'm like, where's the bitch at? So I never seen him like bring no bitch over there or sitting with it, like none of that. So the shit was over basically. So we all like, went home and stuff. I mean, I went home, but we was going back to our cars. And across the street from Club Echelon, it's like that. It's like a Myers. And that's where we parked at because it wasn't like really no parking. So we just parked over there or whatever. So he has a specific color car and type of car that you can't fucking miss. So my cousin petty ass like, oh, I think that's his car or whatever. So I'm like, yeah. So we get in the car and so she's like, I need to go to Myers. So we like, all right, bet. So we get out, we go into Myers or whatever. So when we go into Myers, as soon as we walk in there, basically everybody who he was with, like they was literally like right at the front, like as soon as we walk in there. So I'm like, we petty and shit. So we walk in and I see him like over by like the little slushy machine, like with some girl. So she like getting a slushy and he like literally like all up behind her, like basically all up on her ass. So I walked over there. I'm like, hey, babe, like kind of like in between them, like, hey, babe. He like, y'all. Every time I tell this story, I get irritated because this nigga really had me fucked up. So I'm like, hey, babe. He bagging up. He like low key smiling and shit. He like, do I know you? Do you know me? Yeah, nigga, you really like trying to play it crazy at this point. I'm like, stop fucking playing with me. Like, you really think shit funny, but it's not. Like, you on some whole other like hoe ass shit or whatever. So my cousin like I was about to say his name, like, quit playing, like you on some BS and stuff like that. I can't remember how exactly it went, y'all, because like I said, it was a while ago. I can't remember the words word from word, but basically he kept saying like he didn't know me. And I was like, how you don't know me? We whole ass lived together. Like, I literally just was with you a couple of hours ago. What do you mean? So he like, we don't live together. What's my address? La 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 and all this. I'm like, all right. So you want to try to front in front of everybody? You trying to be funny? So we walked out of Myers. He ended up, mind you, we didn't get shit out of Myers. So they was walking back to their car and stuff, and we started talking to his friend or whatever. And I was like, yo, friend, on some hoe shit, and talking to him. He like, well, niggas acting dumb and shit. So I guess his friend bitches was getting mad because we was talking to them. Like, don't nobody want them. Them niggas ugly anyways. So them hoes get mad. So now we got some other mad ass hoes or whatever. So we ain't give a fuck though. So we just kept talking to him or whatever, and we ended up walking back over to the car. So I'm like, I should have stalked the fuck out of your dumb ass because bitch, you got me fucked up. So the whole time he thinking it's funny and shit. His brother trying to low key talk to my friend. I'm like, y'all niggas are really disrespectful and y'all really have a mental illness at this point. So mind you, y'all, this nigga go tell me, oh, you looking good tonight. Honestly, I should have brought my brothers or somebody with me to breathe the fuck out of this nigga. Because he really was like being so disrespectful and being so rude and like trying to make it seem like he didn't know me. And I was just like a delusional ass bitch. Oh my god. Bitch, so So we all get in the car or whatever. The car that his friend was in, the girls that was in the mad ass house I was telling you about was mad because we were talking to the guy, stuck up the middle finger. When I tell you we all got out of that car so motherfucking fast and start running towards that car, like, bitch, get out the car at this point, square the fuck up. And at this point, I'm already on tip. And who the fuck is you sticking up the middle finger at? Oh, he kept driving. Like, he slowed down. And the girl was like, about to get out the car, so we running up. So I guess he told her, like, no, come on, baby, we ain't got time for that. So they ended up driving off or whatever. So yeah, we basically ended up going our separate ways or whatever. So after that, I was like, I just made up my mind. I was like, I cannot fuck with this nigga no more. Like, at this point, he clearly so obsessed with whoever this bitch is that he want to not have his whole relationship that he has with his girl to fuck it up for basically whoever this bitch is. So I'm like, I'm not about to keep like chasing after a nigga that basically don't want me. Mind you, I was still hurt, distraught, all that, because I really loved him and I really wanted to be with him and I really wanted to make it work, but clearly he didn't. So I'm not about to keep hoeing myself. Like, fuck I look like. So I just like came to the conclusion, like, yeah, this not it. And then I was like, we was like, I think the next day, I don't remember what happened the next day. I think I told him like I was gonna move out or something, or I didn't think that. I think I told him. I think it was either the next day or the day after that. I just went and got all my stuff, not all of my stuff, but what I could take, and I just left. And I came back to my mom's house, and I still had like big stuff there because I had like it was another room he had like my bed that I originally had from when I lived on my own. I had like my bed, my dresser, all that like stuff. And we had used it as a guest room, so I still had all that over there, and I didn't have a U-Haul at the time that I came and got my stuff. So I just told him like when I get a chance, I'll come, I get the rest of my stuff and all that stuff. So like we would talk here and there. Like after like a week, he started like sending me videos of us like reminiscing. I'm like, boy, you just did all of that to be trying to reminisce. Go with your bitch, whoever your bitch is at this point, mind y'all. So I'm guessing. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So I don't know, I never seen the girl in the club. She obviously me, this bitch is obsessed with me. Like, this shit is weird, honestly. How you gonna be obsessed with a bitch who nigga you fucking with? Like, that shit is weird to me. I don't even know you. I know nothing about this bitch. Like, that's the weird part. Like, clearly she knew everything about me because this nigga probably was pillow talking or whatever the case the nigga was doing lying. You know how niggas play both sides. Like, bitch, I don't even know you. Why do you have an issue with me? That shit is weird to me. So, mind you, we had ended up talking like about the situation maybe like a month or 2 months after like we had like broke it off. And he basically was saying like she was there, but she obviously never came in like the booth. I guess he like made her like not come over like where I was at or whatever. So she probably was mad about that. And like basically I never seen a girl, like, so she probably saw me sitting over there or whatever the case may be, because I'm pretty sure she knew what I looked like because she followed him on Snapchat and all of this shit, and he used to post me, so she know what the fuck I look like. So yeah, so how I ended up finding out, like, had concrete evidence that he was cheating on me for a while, and that that was the girl that he wanted to come to the party other than me, was because, okay, so mind you, like I told y'all, we will always get into it, break up, blah blah, and he will always try to like get my trust back. So he'd be like, you know how niggas be like, you can get my password to everything and I was like, random passwords. So after we had broke up, whatever, I'm guessing he didn't change none of his passwords or something, or maybe he wanted me to see it. I don't know. Knowing that nigga, he probably wanted me to see it. So I had went through his, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I used to work, I used to be a direct care worker, and that shit was bothering me like the whole fucking day while I was at work. So when I had got off of work, and something just told me like go on his Snapchat. So I goes on this man's Snapchat, and I started looking through like, like DMs and stuff. So I had seen I didn't even know like it was the girl. I just was clicking on like different like names that I see that was like females. So I clicked on the one girl, like I told you, clicked on her shit, and when I clicked on it, it had messages. Like, you know how you could save your messages and they still be in there? So I'm like, okay. I'm scrolling because I'm trying to get from the beginning. I need all. So I'm like, okay. Scrolling. And we get to the top or whatever. So when we get to the top, I'm like, I get to reading it and shit. So I'm reading it. So I'm like, the whole time I'm reading it, I'm just like, this nigga has me fucked up. And this bitch got me fucked up. Because she had me fucked up too. Because usually I don't even be mad at the bitches because niggas be lying. But this bitch knew. Like, this bitch knew for a fact. Like, she was, like, she was on this nigga's head too. Like, it would be periods where they were talking and they would stop talking. So I guess he would, like, be talking to her, like, when we wasn't good. And then when we was good, he'd, like, stop talking to her. So, like, he'd be texting her, like, how you doing, good morning, all this stuff, blah, 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 blase splee. And then he'd go ghost. And then she'd be like, hey, like, what's up? And, like, and then she'd be asking him, like, you and your girlfriend still together? Like, in the messages, he was telling her, like, yeah, I have a girlfriend and all that stuff. And then she'll, like, they'll still talk. And then, like I said, he'll go ghost for a little bit. And then she'd be like, you and your girlfriend still back together? And he'd be like, yeah. And then she'll be, like, putting the mad emoji and shit. Like, bitch, you're weird at this point. Like, whatever. So I guess he really wanted to fuck. She really wanted to fuck with him or whatever. So then I guess they really started end up fucking with each other once we started getting like really rocky and really bad or whatever. Only because of him. We wasn't getting rocky because of me, because I don't never fucking do shit. So basically, like, she knew, and she will always be asking him, like, when is you and your bitch about to be fucked up? Like, and I would see him like be texting her, like basically taking her stuff to work. He was planning the same trip that he was planning with me, telling her he was gonna take her, like all type of shit. Like, I was crushed. I was like, why this nigga really got me fucked up? So I was like, I had texted him after I seen that, like, wow, you really a hoe ass nigga. I seen all the evidence, like, you been fucking with this bitch, blah blah blah, for months and all this stuff. And he just like, stop texting me, like, I don't give a fuck, you ain't my bitch. Like, well, I don't think he said you ain't my bitch, because that nigga didn't used to be calling me my name, but he'd be like, you ain't my girl, so it don't matter no more and all that stuff. I'm like, man, say less, you right, I'm not your girl, but I just got the proof, hardcore proof, how much of a hoe ass nigga you is, and period, say less. So I was like that. And like I told you, the week later, he was trying to text me. I'm like, no. Like, I would text him back sometimes, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I was sick off that shit. Like, I was really like he really basically left me for another girl. And now the grass ain't greener on the other side. Nigga sick. Oh, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He got that girl pregnant while we was together. And I think that was the real reason why he kept trying to get rid of me so much, is because he didn't want to have to tell me that he got somebody pregnant. So instead, he was being mean and trying to break up with me and get rid of me. So it didn't seem like he got the girl pregnant. But let him tell it. He didn't get that girl pregnant. She was lying or whatever. Which she probably was. If she was, she was. But still, you thought you got a girl pregnant. And then turned around and got her pregnant for real. So now he has a baby by the bitch that he cheated on me with. And like I just said, the grass ain't green on the other side. You thought that shit was sweet, but ain't shit sweet, baby boy. So that's his fault. And everything that happened to him is his karma. And how somebody treat him is his karma. Because he thought that shit was sweet with how he treated me and any other girl. And it wasn't. And a nigga be so apologetic because he know he had me fucked up. But you know what? It's cool. I forgive you. I don't even care no more. I just got to do story time. But yeah, I was hurt, and it is what it is. And it's mainly a lesson, guys. I'm just telling you, every time you lose somebody, they just wasn't meant to be in your life. It was a lesson, and just take it as a lesson and keep moving. That actually taught me a lot, actually. So I'm happy, and now I am where I am now, and I know what to tolerate, and I'm not dealing with none of that bullshit. And that's what you gotta know. But yeah, so that's basically the story time. I got played again, and I got cheated on, and he had a baby on me. I don't care what nobody says. So, period. But yeah, y'all. I finished my food. It was good. This video is kind of long, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe. Put your phones up. And sorry, y'all, it's so good. And put your post notification bell on so you can be notified when I post another video. And we're gonna be back with another video. Peace.